Assalamualaikum, Maria. Thank you so much for making time for us. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you so much for having me. Alhamdulillah, we're all well. We all arrived safely in Nepal. So yeah.
Great stuff. How does it feel for you personally becoming the captain of the Pakistan team and of course all your team members? It's a very exciting time in Pakistan football for the men's and women's team that after so long, finally the team is getting a chance to showcase their talent at an international stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, it's an absolute honor, to be trusted with this responsibility. But again, I'm simply just one of 23 other girls that represent the larger team. And we're going to need every single one of those girls to carry us through the tournament. So really looking forward to it. The girls are really excited. As you mentioned, it's been a long time for both men and women. The team spirit is high. The morale is very positive. It's a great group of girls. You can tell that we've actually spent time together prior to this camp. All the girls know each other, and so I think that really does reflect on and off the pitch. So good vibes, alhamdulillah, all around.
Great stuff. You mentioned the camp, and I was exactly just going to come to that. How has the process, this process been of all of you guys coming together? Obviously, there's some new players, there's some of the old players as well. This combination of the more senior players and the younger ones coming together. This training camp, of course, and now being in Nepal. How's this whole process and journey been?
Yeah, no, it's like I said, I'm going to continue to reiterate, it's been super positive, right? The fact that everyone is so excited, the environment, the culture within the team really does help drive the camp spirit. Anyone that's been part of a training camp knows how intense it is. Being away from your families, being away from your friends, at the end of the day, all you have is each other. And so we continue to support each other, push each other through. We spent, almost a month in Pakistan getting ready. Now we have about 7 days, 7 or so days here in Nepal. And again, we're just continuing to build that momentum, physically, mentally. And again, like I said, together.
Great stuff. Now, of course, it's a
Yeah.
tough group. We have India, we have Bangladesh, and the Maldives, some of the best teams in the tournament. How are you guys prepared for this? Obviously, after coming back after so long for the team and coming into a tournament facing some of the best teams in our part of the
Yeah.
world, how are you guys going to approach this?
You know what? We've been asked this question quite a bit. And you know what? I think the girls are actually really excited because in my opinion, and I think in most of the girls' opinion, there couldn't be a better group for us because after being outside of, international competition for so long, if you look at our group, we have the top in South Asia, we have a middle tier team in South Asia, and then you have, you kind of drop off after that. So for us, this being our first competition back in 8 years, it's going to give us a good gauge of where we stand, right? It's going to show us things we need to work on. It's going to show us areas that we actually do well in. So for me, and I think the girls we're super excited, at eventually we're going to have to play the best of the best. So, there's no harm in starting early.
Absolutely. That's absolutely right. Starting early with the best team, and you know exactly where you're
Yeah.
headed there. So, all the best to you and your teammates. And lastly, Maria, I'd like to ask you now, you have played your football abroad in the US and in the UAE as well. How do you assess the football right now in the on the women's side here in Pakistan? And where are we right now, and how much more work needs to be done to actually come to a good standard?
You know what? Ever since I joined the, football scene in Pakistan back in 2017, 2018 with the national championships, I walked away after those tournaments feeling so impressed, so excited for the up and coming talent in Pakistan. I really don't think the Pakistani fans know how talented these young group of girls are. There's so much potential. Imagine now if we have a consistent framework and a consistent strategy in place, how much more these girls can improve. So again, really excited for the younger girls, as well as the girls that do have that international experience.
Great. So, Maria, thank you so much for making time for us. The entire nation will be rooting for you and the team on the 7th of September. So, good luck.
Inshallah.
Regardless of the
Inshallah.
result, we're all very proud of you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and we hope to make you guys proud.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.